I find it incredible how AI is already reshaping our industry, from tools to analyze user data to platforms that help craft better copy. AI really is transforming how we work as UX designers. But while much has been said about AI's role in enhancing our workflow, far less attention seems to be given to a critical question. How can we improve the user experience of interacting with AI itself? As we integrate AI more deeply into our daily lives, we must address how humans interact with these systems. It's no longer enough to marvel at AI's capabilities. We need to ensure that those capabilities are accessible, intuitive, and even delightful. At the moment, the user interfaces of generative AI tools often feel clunky with inadequate search, confusing customization options, and interfaces that fail to organize and prioritize user generated content. These are all solvable problems, of course, but they only represent the surface of the challenge. The deeper issue lies in how AI systems understand us as users, the context of our needs, our preferences, and the tasks we ask them to complete. Addressing these challenges opens up an exciting opportunity for UX professionals to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of human AI interaction. To improve the AI user experience, it's essential to understand how these new technologies evolve. Historically, most technology follows three distinct phases. The first I call the amazement phase. When a new technology emerges, the mere fact that it works is revolutionary. Think back to when you first used a mobile phone untethered from the wall socket. It felt like magic, although I've just realised that many of the people listening to this probably don't remember such a time. I really am old. Anyway, the second phase is feature expansion. Over time, these technologies are refined and add features to make them more capable. Mobile phones started gaining cameras, internet browsing, and apps, and all of these became indispensable tools to our daily life. Finally, the focus shifts to making the technology enjoyable to use. Usability becomes the priority, with the goal of creating seamless, intuitive, and even delightful interactions. Now, AI is currently transitioning from the second to the third phase. When tools like ChatGPT first launched, users were just blown away by their ability to mimic human conversation and process natural language. And over time, new features were added, multimodal capabilities like handling audio, video, and screen analysis. And that added utility to the tool. But now users are encountering the friction points of interacting with AI. The honeymoon period has passed, and now they're beginning to notice things like conversations feeling fragmented, interfaces lacking a personalization, and AI often failing to grasp the full intent of what we're saying. So, to truly meet user needs, AI systems must evolve beyond technical prowess to deliver meaningful, context aware experiences. Improving AI user experience involves tackling two interconnected challenges. The first challenge is familiar territory to us as UX designers, and that's the interface. Despite the advances in AI capabilities, the interfaces that we use to interact with these systems often feel a bit dated. In platforms like ChatGPT, users will struggle with limited search functionality within conversations, an inability to pin or organize discussions for future reference, and confusing interfaces for customization of different workflows. These issues hinder productivity and contribute to user frustration. But fortunately, these are all the types of design problems we solve in other contexts, and so with the right investment in UX, these shortcomings will no doubt be addressed. However, the second challenge is more profound. Traditional UI design principles aren't enough to solve the core issues of interacting with an AI. AI has the potential to move beyond a command based interface into a new paradigm of goal driven interactions. This idea reflects a fundamental shift in human computer interaction, as highlighted by Jacob Nielsen in a recent LinkedIn post, but also in Golden Krishna's book, The Best Interface is No Interface. Nielsen emphasizes the move away from issuing discrete commands to setting broader goals for AI to achieve autonomously. Similarly, Christian's work advocates for reducing reliance on visible interfaces altogether, favoring a natural, intuitive interaction. For AI to realize this vision, we need to rethink how computers and machines interact with each other. Traditionally, interacting with technology has been command-based. If you wanted to book a holiday, for instance, you'd perform a series of discrete tasks. Visiting multiple websites, searching for flights and accommodation, comparing options, and finally booking. AI offers a radically different approach, a goal-driven interaction. Instead of issuing individual commands, you simply state your objective: book me a holiday in Greece within a £2,000 budget, and the AI will handle all the details autonomously. This approach isn't fully realized, but 2025 is set to be a transformative year with the release of advanced AI agents capable of such tasks. This introduces new complexity. First of all, AI must accurately interpret user goals, which are often vague or multifaceted. Second, we need to balance autonomy with user control. How much freedom should the AI have to make decisions on your behalf? Users may want oversight of important tasks. And then finally, there's trust and transparency. Users need to trust the AI is acting in their best interests and provide clear explanations of its decisions. Central to these challenges is the idea of context. For AI systems to deliver meaningful experiences, they must understand the context of user interactions. And there are three critical dimensions to this. First, there's their personal context. AI must understand individual user preferences, priorities, and behaviors. For example, if you ask AI to buy bread, it should know your preferences, i.e. granary versus white, and any brands that you particularly like. But it should also understand how much you care about the decision, whether it's worth interrupting you for clarification, or whether it should make a reasonable assumption. Then there's task context. The nature of the task itself influences how AI should behave. High-stakes tasks like booking a holiday or making a significant purchase will probably need to involve more user interactions, while low-stake tasks such as buying office supplies can be handled with minimal input. And then finally, there's the world context. AI also needs to understand the broader environment it's operating in. For example, a smart fridge might track items and reorder groceries automatically, but it needs to account for the nuances like the perishability of lettuces or the slow consumption rate of Marmite. Without this understanding of the objects in the world, automation risks being more frustrating than it is convenient. We've already seen what happens when AI systems fail to grasp context. Consider Amazon's recommendation engine. You may purchase knitting supplies as a gift, and the system floods you with knitting-related suggestions, oblivious to the fact that that was just a one-time purchase for somebody else. Or buying a camera. Instead of recommending accessories like tripods, it suggests more cameras, failing to recognize that most people don't buy multiple cameras. These failures not only frustrate users, but erode trust in AI's ability to make meaningful recommendations. So improving the user experience of AI requires navigating these kinds of uncharted territory. There's no clear roadmap for addressing the complex challenges that emerge from these new technologies, making this a field where experimentation and sensitivity are going to be essential. On one hand, we need to build deep user profiles to better understand a person's priorities and create models with a richer understanding of the world and how we interact with it and the different objectives that we have. But these models also need to take into account the nuances of human behavior and the different ways we approach different tasks. But on the other hand, there's ethical considerations that need to guide every step. Different users will have varying expectations about how much involvement or control they want from AI interactions. Accommodating these differences require a flexible system that can adapt to individuals' needs while respecting privacy and autonomy. And then finally, addressing these challenges isn't just a matter of improving the algorithm or technology. It requires a fundamental understanding of how people think, behave, and feel about these emerging technologies. As user experience professionals, we've seen firsthand the importance of embedding user-centric thinking into the development of emerging technologies. This is work that demands immense sensitivity and can't be left solely to AI developers. User experience professionals with their deep knowledge of human behavior and user-centered design are uniquely positioned to champion these needs. Their involvement is crucial to ensuring that these technologies are developed in a way that prioritizes users and their experience. For this reason, collaboration between AI developers and user experience professionals is more critical than ever. Together, they can create solutions that balance technical advancements with the nuances of human behavior. The future of AI isn't just about adding more features or improving its accuracy. It's about creating experiences that feel natural, supportive, and even delightful. If we focus on the interplay between context, user intent, and AI capabilities, we can ensure that these tools are truly transformative. UX professionals have the skills, the insights, and the empathy needed to lead this charge. And over the coming years, it will fall to us to ensure that AI doesn't just work, it actually works for users.